Good morning everybody and welcome back to episode 55 of Enter Crypto, where we keep you informed on a bi-daily basis. If you are interested in keeping fully up to date on all things crypto, then subscribe to the channel. We put out a new video every 12 hours. So the story this morning we've got is from Yahoo Finance's Fortune section, and it's an article written by Will Daniel, and it's titled "The Crypto Billionaire Who Helped Expose SBF's Insolvency Calls Him One of the Greatest Fraudsters in History and Accuses Media and Thought Leaders of Being Manipulated." Of course, he's talking about Sam Bankman-Fried here. So let's jump straight in. Changpeng Zhao, better known as CZ, definitely came out ahead after the meltdown of the crypto empire that was FTX. Despite the fallout for the greater crypto ecosystem, the billionaire CEO of the world's largest crypto exchange, Binance, watched his main rival essentially evaporate within a matter of weeks last month. Leading trading on Binance's platform jumped 30%. I imagine that's just users and traders that just no longer could use FTX, obviously, needed another platform to trade on. And of course, Binance is the next sort of natural next one you would use. FTX, formerly the world's second largest crypto exchange, filed for bankruptcy in November after customers withdrew billions from the exchange in a matter of days, prompting a halt to withdrawals. And FTX's founder, Sam Bankman-Fried, or SBF, has been accused of using customer funds to prop up his trading business, Alameda Research. Now CZ is speaking out against the former white knight of crypto. SBF is one of the greatest fraudsters in history. He is also a master manipulator when it comes to media and key opinion leaders, CZ wrote in a Tuesday tweet. SBF perpetuated a narrative painting me and other people as the bad guys. It was critical in maintaining the fantasy that he was a hero. SBF did not immediately respond to Fortune's request for comment. In a previous interview with Debunking, that was the Andrew Sorkin interview for anyone who didn't watch it. Google it, it's worth watching. SBF denied allegations of intentional fraud. I didn't ever try to commit fraud, SBF told reporter Andrew Sorkin at the New York Times Dealbook Summit. I was excited about the prospects of FTX a month ago. I saw it as a thriving, growing business. I was shocked by what happened this month, and reconstructing it, there are things that I wish I had done differently. In my honest opinion, as I've said before, this man is a sociopath. He's just lying. He's being caught, basically. He's just being caught. And now the whole media, going around all the media and doing all the interviews that SBF's doing, he's just basically trying to create this sort of false narrative that he is just basically not even negligent. It's just that he was mistaken, that he made a few bad decisions, that he didn't think it through properly. When in reality, this was fraud. This was a crime, basically. And he deserves to go to prison. Although I believe in a fair trial, so he certainly deserves to be arrested and put on trial, and then who knows what's going to happen after that. But I'm almost certain, because I know he's lied, because on Twitter he's said that everything was fine, and then obviously he's filed for bankruptcy, and then he's come out in interviews that said that on the 6th of November that this wasn't true. But after we know that he tweeted different so he's definitely lied. So it's it's not you don't need to use much of your imagination. It requires very little imagination to think that he may have knowingly broke the law as well in order to enrich himself. CZ also pushed back against what he called wrong narratives, including accusations that he caused a bank run that destroyed FTX when he decided to sell Binance's holdings of FTX's FTT token due to a November 2nd Coindex report that revealed close financial ties between FTX and Alameda, SBF's trading company. I think everybody already knew that he had close ties with FTX and Alameda. I certainly did. I didn't know, obviously, that all this was going on, because there was a lot of lies revolving around it, but I knew that FTX and Alameda were somewhat linked. I didn't think there were, because he would promote it as well in sort of interviews that he was doing, that SBF was doing. He would always promote Alameda, and we knew that he had a vested interest in it, but no one really knew the scale or to what length. So that wasn't a surprise that he was linked to them. It was just a surprise that he lied about it and that it was fraudulent what was going on. Binance's sales, which were announced in a November the 6th tweet, sparked a massive market sell-off and $6 billion in withdrawals from FTX in a matter of days. And also it's important to note that SBF's very quick to blame CZ here, saying that this bank run was the reason for the downfall of FTX. It wouldn't matter. If it was truly running an exchange, it wouldn't matter if people needed to withdraw $6 billion if that's how much was supposed to be held in reserves for users. You could just give them the money. But the fact is that he used that $6 billion, or I believe it's actually more closer to $8 billion, to then fund Alameda's trades and lend it out and invest in other companies. And so that money just wasn't there. He'd taken the users' money and used it to try and get yield and try and make money on top of what, basically used users' money to get a yield on it. And like I said before, enrich himself. But CZ and many in the crypto community argued that talk of a bank run doesn't make sense, and that SBF is simply attempting to avoid jail time by saying in several recent highly publicised interviews that FTX's failure was merely a result of bad luck and outside attacks. No healthy business can be destroyed by a tweet, CZ wrote, and that's right. I mean, your business will just look how much negativity is written about Facebook, Google, there's all kinds of conspiracies and all sorts of stuff goes on, and it's constant, and they don't go anywhere. Look at Apple, there's all kinds of privacy issues with Apple, people being concerned, they're being dragged in by the government in front of the Senate, and all kind. They're still going, and they're growing even. It's not even that they're still going strong. So to write just one tweet about a company and just say, oh well, this guy wrote a tweet about us, and now the business has had it, is just not doesn't make sense. The billionaire CEO added that he believes the media has painted a false narrative of SBF as a man with good intention who just made mistakes. Lying is never with good intentions, he wrote. While prosecutors have yet to charge SBF with any crime, some experts say it may be just a matter of time. Thomas P. Vartanian, Executive Director of the non-profit Financial Technology and Cybersecurity Center, who has represented parties in 30 of the 50 largest collapses of financial institutions in US history, previously told Fortune that the filings from FTX's bankruptcy so far look pretty devastating for SBF. CZ also laughed off the supposed rivalry between him and SBF on Tuesday. We don't focus on competitors because it's a waste of time and resources when the industry has only touched 6% of the population, he wrote. We want multiple exchanges, multiple blockchains, multiple wallets, etc. to exist in the ecosystem. And he's right again. I mean, I'm not a CZ fanboy here, but he's right that we're only touched 6% of the global population. When he talks about, he's talking about Binance or crypto, but either way, crypto is an industry in its infancy. We haven't grown into anything yet. This is all, this majority of it is all ideas and what we would like to happen. And so to start going after rivals in this, it's just, we're too small. It's important to remember that whenever you invest in crypto, that this is all very young. Crypto is a very, very young industry. But if you believe in it like I do, then I personally think it's going to be the 12th sector of finance. We've got 11 sectors now, obviously. I think it will be the 12th. So that's what I've got for you this morning. Remember, everybody, to please subscribe to the channel, join our team, and we'll keep you updated on all things crypto every 12 hours. Smash the like button if you feel you got value from this video, and I'll see you all in 12 hours time.